Bro, what? Bruh, is it already that time of year? It's finally April, which means the best time of the year is here. You feel me? This is what everyone's been waiting on. I say the NBA playoffs are the most elite out of all the major leagues. Just pure hoops. And this year's playoffs finna be one of the best in a minute, bro. There's so many good teams that anything could happen. And we got a few days before the playoffs actually start. So why not spend this time reminiscing on the best playoff performances? Alright, to start off, we gotta go back to 1997. It's the NBA Finals. Series tied 2-2 and the Bulls are on the road. MJ is very sick, but he still suits up and everything. You remember this picture, right? Yeah, that was from this game. Even while being very sick, he goes out and scores 38 points and 7 rebounds. He even hit the dagger 3 to get the road win and take a 3-2 series lead. And no, his foot was on the line. You feel me? This is some elite ball we watching. This the first playoffs that the KD, Kyrie, Harden, Nets team played, so you know there was some big stakes on the line. KD got something to prove too. The people have been saying he can't win without Curry. And you gotta remember, the Bucks won 2 in a row going into this Game 5, and Kyrie got hurt Game 4 to make it worse. But regardless, the series was tied 2-2. Back in Brooklyn, and KD goes out and does his thing. Yes, sir, 49-point triple-double, played every minute and got the Nets a dub. That was just pure hoops, and that's KD after the Achilles tear. But let's go back to the 2000s for this next one. It's 2001, and Kobe and the Lakers are trying to defend their title against the Sixers. Of course, for the Sixers, they got the MVP Allen Iverson, and they're trying to pull off an upset. But to make it worse for them, the Lakers are undefeated through 3 rounds. But they head to LA for Game 1, and AI has a legendary game. Iverson put up 48 points in 52 minutes and leads the underdog Sixers to the road dub. He even rubbed it in by stepping over Tyronn Lue in front of their bench. Bro, if that was me, I don't think AI would make it out the gym alive. But yeah, AI was cold for that, even if they ended up losing the series. Alright, let's skip a few years ahead, and now it's the 2012 Eastern Conference Finals. Miami is down 3-2 to Boston, and Game 6 is in Boston to make it worse. Just to add some context, this was year 2 of the Heat Big 3 experiment. The year before, they made the finals and were a big favorite over Dirk's Mavs, but they ended up losing in 5, and LeBron played very bad in that series, so there were doubts already. The pressure is high, but LeBron goes into the arena and balls out. No smiling, just straight hooping. He ended up scoring 45, 15, and 5 assists and got the road win, tying up the series 3-3. He ended up also winning Game 7 at home and winning the championship against OKC.
Minutes, 50 exactly. Okay. Not 51, not 49. Chicken.
We all remember this game. Bucks versus Suns in the finals, Game 6. I can't even lie, Giannis balled out. He put up 50 points and 14 boards with 5 blocks. He went 17 and 19 from the free throw line when everyone was clowning him for it. You feel me? This game didn't have all that pressure like the other ones, but he won the title without a super team or switching teams. You know what that performance kind of reminded me of? It kind of reminded me of 2011 Dirk. Nah, no glaze, I don't think anything so far can compete with what Dirk did that year. That whole run was crazy. Playing the Lakers, Thunder, and the Heat in one playoff run is crazy. But that Game 1 versus OKC was different, bro. Dirk went out there and put up 48 points on 15 shots. Holy. He just dominated and took advantage of that defense. And now we're going back to the old days. The 1986 season, MJ missed 64 games and the Bulls barely made it to the playoffs as an 8 seed. So now they gotta head to Boston to play Larry Bird and the number 1 seed Celtics. But second year, MJ wasn't worried. He went into that series and averaged 44. And in Game 2, he scored 63 points. Even though the Bulls ended up losing that game, he was getting buckets. And bro, Larry Bird even said that was God disguised as Michael Jordan. You definitely had a legendary game if someone said something blasphemous like that. Last but not least, we gotta add another LeBron one. So you know all the vids and stuff talk about 2018 LeBron? Yeah, that wasn't no joke. Bro was really hooping that year. Bro dominated the entire playoffs and then had to face a super team Warriors in the finals. Like bro, if this is the banner, you know the finals is gonna be But in Game 1, he ended up having an elite game, scoring 51 points, 8 boards, and 8 assists. He almost single-handedly beat that Warriors team by himself, but
Hill misses. Rebound goes to the Cavs.
yeah, this game and MJ 63 against Boston are in the same tier for me. But I can't lie, there's lots of playoff performances that I low-key missed out on. And the playoffs start today, so put your hot takes in the comments. And it's up to the channel, we're trying to get to 2,000.